This is the future.
Now I know some of you are looking for full breakdown on the recent dev stream about Duviri paradox and the future of Warframe, but I think it would be redundant to do another video and just cut some clips of the recent dev stream. You can watch the live stream on the official Warframe channel, which I have the link to the video description below. If you are too lazy to watch a long-ass video, then check out the Reddit discussion, which I also included a link at the pinned comment below, so you would know what exactly went down in the live stream without watching. For now, I would like to discuss one feature that has been hyped by Digital Extremes several years ago and many players were super excited about it. It was not shown in some dev stream, and only those who have attended the TennoCon back in 2017, in person by the way, were the lucky guys that witnessed the gameplay and the incredible crowd reaction. I am talking about the Stalker mode. There was a bunch of videos circulating on the internet afterwards, taken by those players who attended TennoCon 2017, on how you can play Stalker in Star Chart missions. Many were impressed by this and were super hyped about the idea that you can become the Stalker in the game and be a pest to other players. A unique gameplay variant, unofficially dubbed Stalker mode, was first unveiled during TennoCon in 2017. The proof of concept allowed a player to take over the role of the usually AI-controlled, pre-second dream, Stalker instead. While there had been originally no words on any plans to continue or properly implement the game mode for a long time, apart from the occasional use by developers or at events, it had since been officially stated that a variant of it is planned to be added to the game sometime in the future, most likely through, with its accompanying syndicate mechanics. Due to the unique nature of the Stalker, a bunch of the usual gameplay mechanics and conventions were slightly altered or adjusted. Additionally, a few of the features were unique to the fact that the implementation originally presented was functioning through a specific dev build client and account, and as such can and most likely will change on any possible proper implementation of it in the future. The mission and gameplay mechanics were somehow overhauled in some way, and it goes like this. Upon successfully spawning into a mission in progress, the targeted squad would see and hear the usual flicker light show and taunt transmissions for the selected target player. During this period, the player Stalker was allowed to move around, at walking speed, invisible and impervious to any damage, effects but with locked weapons, to reposition themselves for their reveal. Ironically, the transmission would also be visible to the player Stalker just with a generic Tenno in place of the respective marked player's name and an innocent instead of the killed boss name. Once the third flicker had occurred, the player Stalker would be locked in their invincible standing up animation while turning visible. The squad would appear to the player Stalker just like in regular gameplay, with their respective frame icons on the minimap and their silhouettes and names visible through the terrain. Also, the majority of the usual HUD elements were not displayed, such as health/shields/energy or weapons. Ammunition instead replaced with a smoky screen vignette border, though the mission's objective and on-screen markers were visible. The player Stalker had not any access to the unique abilities of the Stalker, only the basic armaments of Dread, Hate and Despair, with just maxed Serration, Pressure Point, and Hornet Strike equipped, as well as the Stalker's increased level scaling durability, survivability, health/shields/armor. The player Stalker's mission would be successful, with the accompanying transmissions and kneel disappear animations. Once a squad member would be killed or ended prematurely once he was brought down to the 10% health threshold. Alternatively, the mission could be, traditionally, ended by killing the defense objective, rescue target, etc. depending on the mission type, as the player Stalker was hostile to all factions. Any encountered hacking console would auto-solve itself on any input by the player Stalker. While it's quite fun, some players protest this idea as it's intrusive, and would bother other players, especially the new players who are just progressing into the game. While most veterans will enjoy the gameplay, many would be angry about it. Others then suggest that instead of the traditional way of spawning the Stalker, put this new feature in a separate game mode wherein someone would play as the Stalker and will hunt down the Tenno. Others suggest that just cut the hunting mechanic and just let us play the Stalker in Warframe. So, after almost 6 years, Digital Extremes finally fulfilled the wishes of those players who dream of playing the Stalker in the game. But I think it's too little too late for those who got hyped of playing Stalker back in 2017. In their recent dev stream, Digital Extremes revealed that after getting into the Duviri paradox, our drifter will have the chance to choose his or her loadout, This includes Warframes, and from the clip in the dev stream, the developer revealed that Stalker will be one of the playable, sort of Warframe-like, that we can pick to play in the Duviri paradox. They haven't revealed any information yet about the abilities of the Stalker, but if this is the Stalker that we know, then perhaps we could see multiple abilities from this new pseudo-Warframe. Remember that the Stalker has multiple abilities which are deviated from other Warframes. He has slash-dash from Excalibur. He can also perform smokescreen from Ash, and he also can teleport just like Loki, the Reckoning ability of Oberon that lifts players into the sky and smash them afterward into the ground. He also got the pull ability of Mag, and then he also has the absorb ability of Nyx, which is the Stalker's desperate and possibly most deadly ability. If he is low on health, he will use this ability to absorb all damage and repels it back toward nearby players, which may prove to be fatal for high damaging players. So, just think of this: what if the Stalker that we can play in the Duviri paradox can also choose multiple abilities derived from Warframes? Remember that the Stalker is an ominous, vengeful figure that infrequently appears during missions, armed with powerful weapons and abilities to hunt down Tenno, who has his death mark. It wears Warframe armor and can use ability powers belonging to various other Warframes. So, if Digital Extremes will follow the lore of the Stalker, and implement it to the Stalker they have included in the Duviri paradox, then we can expect a Warframe with multiple abilities, or a Warframe that can choose any 4 abilities from 50+ Warframe that we have. If this happens, then it would be madness, and it's probably safe to say that players will eventually be all in for Stalker as a playable Warframe in the plains of Duviri. Take note that this is just a theory, but it's not impossible if you see how Digital Extremes are operating right now. If this happens, would you now be hype with Duviri paradox? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.